Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Gamestack Podcast, right here on We Just Love Games Network. You are listening to episode 213, Fraud of War, which, if you're doing the math at home, means we have been talking about video games into microphones for a genuinely concerning amount of time, and nobody, including our friends, family, society, or anyone with any basic common sense, has managed to stop us. I'm Vendortron, your co-host. Joining me this evening, looking like he absolutely has opinions about everything we're about to discuss, is Ravensview. Between the two of us, we have one functioning sleep schedule and an unreasonable amount of gaming hot takes, and we're sharing both with you today. This week, we've got a packed news roundup. Life is Strange is becoming a TV show, which means our favorite angsty teenagers are getting the prestige treatment they absolutely deserve. God of War is filming in Vancouver, which we assume means the entire city is just Kratos now, and apparently the internet has very strong feelings about cosplay. So we'll get into that too. Oh, and it's March, which means new releases and free games for the month of March. We've also got Mailstack, GameStock, what we're planning, and generally just a beautiful disaster that is this show. You found us. We're glad you're here. Happy Friday. Thank you all for joining us. This is GameStack. Let's get into it. Ravensview, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing very well, thank you. It's life is good.
It's good to see you. Happy
Yeah.
Friday.
Yes, it is Friday. I have to keep remembering that for my friends that work nine
Yeah.
to five. Yeah.
When
Yeah,
you're
oh yeah.
retired, every day is
Yay,
Friday.
TGIF. Yeah, yeah. Or every day is a weekend, whatever.
What do retired people do for TGIF, right? Yeah.
They call their friends that are working
Right.
and say,
Yeah.
"Hey, glad you made it, buddy."
When you retired, when did it really sink in that you were retired?
Well, I sort of pre-retired because I worked from home for several years before I retired.
Okay.
So I just sort of eased into it.
Right. Yeah.
And
So
then
when you started, it already felt like you were kind of
Yeah,
retired.
and then I got dumped and I got a contracting job doing my for a year doing my same job but for more money. So that was nice.
Yeah.
But again from home, and then I just sort of stopped going to the office. It's like, oh, I I guess I'm retired. I'm still sitting here.
How's your week been? What have you been up to?
It's a good week. The normal railroading gaming, but also getting into lino block printing.
Tell me more. I'm
Um,
intrigued.
You cut out a relief design on a block of rubber or wood or linoleum and you ink it up, and it goes onto the high bits that are left from your design, and then you press paper or a t-shirt or something onto it and you have a design that you've made.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
Hmm.
cool.
I've seen them do that with like those Asian rice bowls. They'll do like a blowed up balloon, like a
Yeah,
rubber silicone balloon, and then they'll dab it onto some ink, and then they'll dab it inside of a bowl, and
yeah,
then you get
yeah.
this nice pattern in the bowl.
Yep, yep, yep. You can also print with cut fruit and corn on the cob.
That's awesome. Yeah, you should do all kinds of like prints and stuff.
Yeah,
You could wrap them in little cellophane and go to markets and sell them.
I will have my little booth.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe I can sell my books too. So.
Speaking of selling things, you might be interested in buying some coffee, which our show is sponsored by Oak and Crow.
If your morning coffee needs more soul, more character than your usual brew, then Oak and Crow coffee is for you. This is specialty coffee with an attitude, roasted with punk and metal energy straight out of New York's indie scene. Oak and Crow is coffee for people who actually care what's in their cup. Check them out and brew with Oak and Crow coffee at oakandcrow.com to level up your morning ritual.
And we always love that people are joining us live every Friday. Hello to the people in the chat. Blame Rousseau, welcome in. If you are listening to the show after the fact, that is the best way to listen to the show. We are a podcast after all, but we do like to offer that live recording for people who are eager every Friday. In amidst the show, we have our chat after dark, our Discord. Raven, how can people get plugged into our Discord?
You can access the Discord by just going to the WeJustLoveGames.com site, and you'll find the link there on the main page, and Twitch TV/WeJustLoveGames. Sorry, We Just Love is the site. Games You can look in the About section there, and you'll find the link. And if you can also share the link, so if you've got friends and relatives you're looking for a present for their birthday, you can always give them the Discord link.
Mm-hmm.
They'll appreciate it as different. Thank you.
Wow.
And we've got a new site, of course, wejustlovegames.com. So head there.
Yeah, we do have a new site, and it is great. It's got all of our shows on there as well. So if you are looking to try to find what we do and what our shows are, wejustlovegames.com. Or if you want to just go to gamestack.transistor.fm, you can see all the GameStack shows there as well. The Discord has been pretty busy this week. People have been talking a lot about the games that they've been playing. We've got a lot of challenge photos as well. I've been really active in the Bookstack channel and also the Food Stack channel. I've been cooking all kinds of food. Frankel's Konina, looks like she made the Sornhelm. Wait, I need to show this. We're going to go to B-roll right off the bat. It's kind of, it's you're going to have to tilt your head for our lovely listeners. Tilt your head to the side so you can hear me when I say this. Shornhelm oxtail soup, which if you play Elder Scrolls online, you know exactly what that is.
Oxtail is good.
But she took oxtail. She's got some parsnips and garlic and carrots there. And then is that tomato paste in a tube? I've never seen that in my life.
Oh, my Metro store has that online. Yes.
Got some cartaroja, extra virgin olive oil. She looks like she's frying that up with some fresh thyme. That looks like thyme.
There's mushrooms in there. Yeah.
Looks delicious. Oh, that looks amazing.
Oh, geez, this is a cooking show type of.
Yeah, that looks really, really good. I'm
Very
a little
nice.
bit jealous. Anyways, so if you are feeling hungry and you need some ideas for recipes, head on over to the Discord. But let's do a show. Let's hop into the news with this just in. Take it away, Raven.
Our first story is from Variety by Joe Otterson. And it about a game that some people, it's pretty obscure, but some people may be familiar with it. The Life is Strange TV series.
Yes.
It's casts Maisie Stella and Tatum Grace Hopkins as Chloe and Max. This is a big deal.
This is a big deal. Have you played Life is Strange?
I did, but then it got too strange, so I stopped. I think it's one of those, too many sparkly things in my life. It's supposed to come out in September 2025.
Huh?
I'm pausing there.
2026?
Well, this says, I'm not sure because it says this. I know, because as the show was reported to be set up in September 2025, which we've had already. I'm not sure when it's coming out, but, stay tuned. Per the official logline, Max is a photography student, discovers she can rewind time while saving the life of her childhood best friend, Chloe. As she struggles to understand this new skill, the pair investigate the mysterious disappearance of a fellow student, uncovering a dark side to their town that will ultimately force them to make an impossible life or death choice that will impact them forever. Perhaps a plotline familiar to people who've played the game. Hopkins it's her TV debut. But she has acted a number of times in various Broadway productions. Stella, she's been a few other different shows. She played in My Old Ass. 2024 she did with Aubrey Plaza, who is awesome. I love her attitude. And then that show, she played a confident lesbian teenager. So she's got some good chops for this. But they both sound very very talented, and this will be, this is just going to be lapped up.
Oh,
There's a lot of people, a lot of fans.
Yeah, it's going to be really good. I'm excited. Just ignore the ads. I wanted to show the two actors, Tatum Grace Hopkins and Maisie Stella. So Shalene and I did a playthrough of the original Life is Strange, and then we started the second one, but we never finished it. And it was part of a Let's Play series that we did on the show for GameStack. Yeah, the first one was it was so good. It was so good. We really enjoyed playing it. I'm curious to see how this plays out. I think that it will be an excellent TV adaptation, mainly because it's already story based.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Yes.
So, some of these other games that we see adapted into shows often are hit and miss. But I think I'm cautiously optimistic. What are you hoping to? Are you going to watch it?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not. I haven't played Life is Strange for a while, but I am intrigued by the concept, and the show looks good. So whenever it pops up on wherever it pops up, if I still have Amazon, then yeah, it'll be
Yeah,
there.
I just don't understand how they are going to make a choice-based game into a series, though. Like, how's that going to play out in terms of plot? The game is practically a movie already, so
I see what you mean. You have to pick a plot line, and this is it. This is our movie. Yeah.
I mean, Netflix has done things before where it's choice-based watching, so maybe it'll be something similar. Not that it's going to be on Netflix or anything, but interesting.
There's another related one I found from the well-known site Vancouver is Awesome, written by Alina Shepard.
What? Vancouverisawesome.com. This
Exactly.
is a site. Okay.
Okay.
This is
I'm not
highly
being
credible
serious.
news, you guys.
Because Vancouver is awesome. Well, I mean, why not? Why not? If you're promoting Vancouver,
Accurate.
then you grab it. Vancouver filming locations for the highly anticipated Amazon series God of War.
Mm.
There, actually, yeah, they did put a couple of pictures on the site of it's not covering the whole of Vancouver. They're filming a section of it. God of War follows Kratos, the god of war, who after exiling himself from his blood-soaked past in ancient Greece, hangs up his weapons forever in the Norse realm of Midgard. Filming is going to be basically for March, and is going to shoot in North Vancouver in a park which is called God's Chair, which I thought was cool, otherwise known as Greenwood Park.
I've been
So
there.
so they'll have signs up. We apologize. We apologize for the blood and gore you just stepped in, but and then they clean it up after. So that's kind of cool.
I am gonna like watching this because I really enjoyed Game of Thrones, so I think I will like this as well. It looks real good. I am very glad that they didn't choose Jason Momoa to be
Again, sorry.
right, because like we all know that he was probably the first choice, but Ed Skrein, who's set to play Balder, is the first main antagonist that Kratos faces. And he has connections to Game of Thrones. He's known for his role alongside his more prominent role as Ajax in Deadpool. So, yeah. But he's the only confirmed person from the Game of Thrones alumni who will be in the God of War cast. The rest of the lineup, I think, is a pretty interesting mix, right? So Ryan Hurst as Kratos, Mandy Patinkin as Odin.
Potemkin is so good.
Oh,
He'll be
she's fantastic. Yeah, Callum Vinson as Artrius. Amazon is also separately developing a live-action Tomb Raider series that has some Game of Thrones characters like Sophie Turner as Lara Croft. So that'll be interesting. We'll talk about that another time. But yeah, God of War is going to be great, and I think Vancouver's a great place to set it in. Lots of spruce trees and by the ocean there. It's very Viking sort of inspired. So
Mhm.
yeah. Yeah. What else have you got on the docket?
Um, Something related, I guess. Speaking of costumes, cosplay and gaming. Um, from the site Belle of Lost Souls, written as Belle of Lost Souls, by Jennifer Larson. Cosplay. Her article is Cosplay and Gaming and Why It Matters. And I guess I mean, I know about cosplay. Um, and I thought it was related to Marvel characters and well maybe Lara Croft and stuff like this, but I didn't realize, of course, games are a rich source. So this woman, she got into it. I guess she was a model, but she likes the blend because it's a field of artists. She describes as a field of artists and hobbyists, nerds and actors and models. People the passion for expression, which allows for an element of transcendence between genres. And she is a model among other things, but she dresses up in these costumes. She goes to various conventions and stuff like this, and it means also that now like a gaming convention is not just a bunch of booths with people showing off their games. It's this whole blend of people dressed up as characters from your game.
Mm-hmm.
She can walk into a convention dressed as a particular character and she'll see somebody else dressed as a variation on that. And she's like, ah, you like the same game I do. So,
Well, it's interesting because, video game conventions started as, emphasis on video games, but very quickly switched to the reason why people go to video game conventions is so they can do cosplay.
mm,
Right? And then you see these amazing costumes of people. And some of our listeners on our show, Kawaii Banana Sushi, for example, and others have spent a lot of time carefully curating their
mm,
cosplay outfits for
mm,
various shows and video games that are their favorite. And they've been they post the progress pictures of those
mm.
costumes in our Discord. There's a great one of Ada from Fallout New
Yeah,
Vegas,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
Fallout 4, sorry.
Yeah. Like the role you're showing of costumes this is like are these people
That's
from
Laura Croft from the original Tomb Raider.
definitely is the Lara Croft. There was a very pointed bra, Lara
Yeah, yeah.
Croft. Um, but you wonder, like, are these people? It looks like they're from a studio, like a professional studio. But no, this is just somebody who's done this, in their workshop or their bedroom or their
Hmm.
basement or something,
Hmm.
and
Hmm. Now,
made
can
this
you imagine the security detail required for these gaming conventions of all these people in cosplay that are walking in with
with hatchets and
AK-47s and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
axes and
I
machetes?
I think they have to probably check them at the door. Yeah, I'm not sure how they do it, but yeah, just I mean, and I guess it's a little easier now because you can 3D print pretty well anything. So you just start the printer, and then in the morning you've got one more piece of armor for your outfit, and then you get an airbrush, you paint it up, and then you go there and you meet your people.
I did do a cosplay once of the poor guy outside of Rivet City that always asks you for water in Fallout 3. And I had worn like an old wool shirt and I tattered it and I made it all like, stained and stuff. And I had a few bottle caps in my hand and yeah, it was pretty good. That was my only cosplay. Have you done cosplay?
No, no.
Well, if you're listening
Uh,
to the show and you've done cosplay, we want to see your cosplays. Post them in the Discord so that we can
yeah,
see
yeah.
them.
I was trying to think. I mean, when somebody asks me, "Have you ever done such and such?" It's been a long life. Um, not that I remember. I've never been arrested, so that sort of narrows things down a bit. But yeah, I never got arrested for cosplay.
Yeah, some
So
of these are just so good. I really love the I really love the Fallout cosplays that people do, and then also some of the cosplays from Borderlands and also Outer Worlds and Sea of Thieves. All very, very good cosplays. Yeah. Anyways, it's great.
Great. I found a site also that discusses well, there's a list, but I just picked the top 5 of the most cosplayed games.
Okay, tell me more.
Well, I've lost the link. There it is. They are D.va from Overwatch.
D.va. I don't
He's a
even know what that
character.
is. Okay,
I
we're
know.
googling. We're googling people. D.va from Overwatch, and the images reveal. Oh, it's like a robot-y dude. Or no, maybe it's this chick. Yeah, it's this chick. Excuse me.
So that's very playable because it's basically it's some bright pink stuff and a bodysuit and brown hair and hot stripes, that sort of thing. So we're talking pretty simple stuff. The second one is 2B from Nier. The second one is Nier Automata.
Near Automata.
Nier Automata.
Yeah, yeah.
Basically, this is simple: white wig, black dress, black boots. The overlying theme, I think, that they don't mention is in the most of these is skin. The third one, I like that. I like that white hair.
Well, I mean, a lot of these, yeah. I mean, if you've ever gone to a party city, you see every costume that's like slutty this, slutty that.
And I guess it's a chance for people to show off a little more of themselves than they would show off because you're in disguise.
Perhaps, yes.
It's not
correct.
really you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is not me. Really?
Agree.
Yeah, looks like you, Mom. No, it's not me. Okay. The third one is Link from The Legend of Zelda.
I always love looking at the Link cosplays. People always show them online,
It's
and
been going forever and ever. So there's the basic, a tunic and a floppy hat and a shield and a sword, and just
yep.
do what you want. Do what you want. Someone will recognize you. Oh, you're Link from, they'll even know which version you're from. Their next one, of course, is Lara Croft from Tomb Raider. Pretty easy. It's a tank top, possibly snug, short shorts, and gun holsters.
I'm really surprised that Lara Croft is not the most common
Yeah.
cosplay.
Yeah, they did a certain or their study they looked at what did they look at? They looked at hashtags. They looked through Instagram data and the number of hashtags for each character. So that's their survey. I would have thought an awful lot of Lara Croft. And their final the final one I picked was Mercy from Overwatch. A medic.
So these are like top
Angel.
These are top 5 for you then?
Top 5.
Yeah.
There was 10 or 15 on the list. I just picked the top 5 just to keep it short here. She basically is a medic, but it's an angel, so it's a halo and wings. Usually not usually not hidden underneath long flowing white robes. But it's the wings. I'm not sure if all the costumes do wings because that's the challenge. But first of all, getting them to work, and second of all, figuring out how to wear them in a crowded convention.
Yeah, I know. You'd be slapping people around. Although some of these cosplays are pretty intricate. Like people spend literally months making them.
Yeah.
And a lot of time and money invested. in making some of these cosplays.
Mhm.
Yeah. I love this episode. Great job on the cosplay theme. I'm enjoying it.
It's cute. Yeah, thank you. And I picked the final news story I picked. I got out of cosplay, and I got back into a game that we have already talked about.
Okay,
High
tell me
High
more.
Guard. High Guard.
Oh yeah.
We've talked, about High Guard several times, about the demise of High Guard, and they go offline March 12th after a 45-day life. It barely got time to get out of diapers, and it was a free to play game, and there was no long term buy-in for the paid add-ons, so it just, I don't know, stuff happened and it just got canceled. They pulled the plug, but the skeleton crew, they uh, they themselves asked to stay and finish up because they wanted it. They had these things that they'd
Mhm.
almost finished. They weren't good enough for release 45 days ago, but now these things, and unfortunately, they're things like you can progress, so you'll be able to progress to, better and better characters for the next 2 days. So too bad, but it's at least nice. It's nice to see that the developers, in spite of what happened around them, they were still keen on this. We still want to finish this shit.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I hate when you dedicate time and you become so committed to something, even if it is a job,
Hmm.
and then somebody higher up with more authority than you decides to nix it.
Hmm.
And it's hard not to get attached to the time that you invest in that, because at the end of the day it's still the time that you've given to creating these things, and when it's
Exactly.
creative like that, it moves beyond it being just a job, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
So it's
It does hurt. Yeah.
it does hurt. It does hurt. I there was a time when I was slated to produce a podcast for a different, not video game related, it was related to my work, and they we bought all the equipment to record the podcast. We did a couple of episodes, and then they decided that they didn't want to do it. And I'm like, but you just invested like $10,000 in this podcast, and you're just gonna like nix it? Like,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
spent
yeah.
months building this and preparing it and getting it all ready. That was a hard sting.
Yeah, yeah. I was a quality manager for a number of years, and I similar thing. I'd put together a good plan on how to manage the quality of the product, whatever they were doing in the process, and then somebody would nix it
Hmm.
because not even for a good reason. That's what hurts. It's not even, no, it's just because we decided we're going to do something
Fiscal
silly.
responsibility.
Yeah. So you've been fiscaled out.
I mean, they wouldn't have saved High Guard, but they would have left it a legacy of, or they would have left a legacy of some good art and characters designs at least.
Hmm.
I mean, at this point, I just want as much evidence out there as possible that it was a decision, or that the decision makers behind High Guard
Hmm.
screwed up, and the people who did the actual, like, work behind the scenes did great work and deserve to be hired by companies who actually know what they're doing.
Well, like, does the game, what happens to the intellectual property now? Does it just get thrown in a shredder or,
Don't know.
it'd be nice if, you know, s- somebody else went to the used market and had found this game with these developers sitting around looking hopeful.
Yeah, I mean, some of it, like, you when
Hire
you
us.
when you enter in a contract, you often sign away that, like, it's owned by the
Yeah.
company. Like,
No, but I mean the company could maybe sell it or maybe not. They just write it off.
sell it to Microsoft, like everybody
Exactly.
else does.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel for the concept artist, though. I really do. I mean, she had the awful job of making an entire roster for a hero shooter by herself, basically the nexus of what makes a hero shooter work. and she did a great job. And I mean, yeah, look at it. But she clearly put in the effort. So hopefully somebody picks her up because she's a very skilled, talented developer.
Oh, and that's the note that I'll finish the news on.
Okay. We do have new releases for March. I'm going to quickly go through this list. As of March 3rd, there's a few games that are already out by now. Blueprints on Switch 2, Legacy of Kain, Defiance Remastered, PS5, Switch, Xbox, PC, Mini Shoot Adventures on Switch 1 and 2, Rootwood on Switch 2, Scott Pilgrim EX, PS5, Switch, Xbox, and PC. And then on March 4th, we have Movie Rooms: Cinema Management, which sounds like a really fun simulator game. That comes out on PC. We have Docked on March 5th, PS5, Xbox, PC as well, Marathon. Then we also have Nevergrave: The Witch and the Curse on PS5, Switch, and PC. Planet of Lana 2: Children of the Leaf, PS5, PS4, Xbox, Switch 1 and 2, and PC. Pokemon Pokopia, which Shalene is very disappointed that it's only going to be out on Switch 2. That comes out on the 5th as well. Ratcheteer DX on Switch 1 and 2 and PC. Then on March 6th, we have a few games. Aethys, The Bearer and the Last Flame, PS5 and PC. Aethys comes out on PC, sorry. Timberborn also comes out on PC. Then on March 12th, we have Fatal Fame 2: Crimson Butterfly Remake, PS5, Switch 2, Xbox, and PC. Ghosts of Yotei, Legends DLC, March 10th, PS5. Also on the 10th on PS5, Xbox, and PC, Unsealed: The Mare. Unsealed: is a bad time. Bad time in the bathroom, let me tell you. 1348 Ex Voto on March 12th, PS5 and PC. Greedfall: The Dying World on March 12th, PS5, Xbox, PC. Also on the 12th, a few more. John Carpenter's Toxic Commando, PS5, Xbox, and PC. On PC, we have Solasta 2, MLB The Show 26, PS5, Xbox, and Switch. And then March 13th, we have Monster Hunter Stories 3: Twisted Reflection, PS5, Switch 2, Xbox, and PC. WWE 2K26 on PS5, Switch 2, Xbox, and PC. Then on the 17th, Dead Zone: Rogue on Switch 2. Emotionless: The Last Ticket on PS5 and Xbox. On the 18th, we have Shadow Tactics: Blades of the Shotgun on Switch 2. Crimson Desert on the 19th, PS5, Xbox, and PC. Death Stranding 2 on the Beach on PC. Rushing Beat X: Return of the Brawl Brothers on PS5, Xbox, and PC. Then on the 24th, we have Ariana and the Elder Codex, PS5, Switch 1 and 2, Xbox. On the 25th, Disney Dreamlight Valley: Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, obviously on the Switch 2. Ever Siege: Untold Ages on the 26th on PC, as well as Life is Strange: Reunion on PS5, Xbox, and PC. The Midnight Walk on March 26th, Switch 2. Nova Roma on the 26th, PC. Otomi Daioshi: Fighting for Love on Switch 2. Project Songbird on PS5, Xbox, and PC. Screamer on PS5, Xbox, and PC. Super Mario Bros. Wonder Nintendo Switch 2 Edition and Meet Up in Belleville Park. That's on Switch 2. Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection on the 27th comes out on PS4, PS5, Switch 2, Switch 1, Xbox, and PC. Legacy of Kain Ascendance on the 31st on PS5. And finally, Slay the Spire 2 Early Access, March 2026. There's no definitive date, but it will be released sometime in the month, and that comes out on PC. So those are all the new releases for the month, but you may be interested to know what the free games for the month of March. We all know that gaming is a very expensive hobby, and here on GameStack Podcast, we like to list some of the free games that come out on Steam, Epic, Game Store, GOG, and Amazon Prime. So, first up, Active free games on Steam, you can get Planet Coaster Bundle free on Digifile. And that is the giveaway end date is March 19th, 2026, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. The usual price of that game is $44.99 US dollars. And that's probably the best free game of March 2026 so far. Planet Coaster is free for roughly 2 weeks on Digifile. And this is a site that sells game collections akin to Humble Bundle, if you don't know Humble Bundle. But you will need to sign up and link your Steam account to receive the code. So a few steps need to be completed. Also, for Steam free games, you can get Parkitect, Booms and Blooms. This giveaway end date is March 9th at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern. $4.89 is the usual price, and you can find that on Steam. This is a DLC package for Parkitect. Booms and Blooms adds rides, fireworks, rowboats, and more. And the base game is currently on sale for $10.19 US. Then on the Epic Games Store, there are some giveaways. Turnip Boy Robs a Bank. This is a cute top-down isometric game. The giveaway end date for this is March 12th, 8 a.m. Pacific. Usual price of this is $14.99 US dollars, and it is on the Epic Games Store page, so check that out. Also we have Bright Gunner. Bright Gunner giveaway end date March 30th, 8 p.m. Pacific. Usual price $9.99 US. And this is a pretty random giveaway. It's not really part of Epic's weekly freebies, but Bright Gunner is an indie shooter that has been out for a while, a little less than a year, but it's gotten very little in the way of attention, including no reviews on Steam. It is a run and gun shooter, so you should check it out if you're interested. Amazon Prime Gaming, which requires an Amazon Prime membership. There are free games here. So this includes Reflections of Life, Dark Architect CE, available March 9th. Dread Templar on the 11th, and then Tavern Talk, available until April 1st. On GOG, you can get Ash World, available till March 18th. Gunslugs 2, Ambition, and Aminua in Power on the 25th. Harold Halibut, available until March 25th. And Raven, I think that you would actually really like this game. Harold Halibut. It's a story-based 2D side-scroller, but the art style is just fantastic. Gunslugs, Rogue Tactics, available to April 15th. Captain Blood, May 19th, and then we get into some May games. So those are the free games for the month of March. And that is it for the games. Let's hop into the stocks. Sony, so these stock prices are in comparison to our previous show last Friday. Sony closed out at $21.35, weak but active. It was trading down from its prior close, sitting well below its 52-week high of $30.34. It recently expanded its share buyback program to 250 billion yen. And fears of increased global shipping costs are adding headaches for both Sony and Nintendo, which I will talk about now, closing out at $13.62. Nintendo announced a $1.9 billion share sale, and there was a special Pokemon Presents event, likely due to the announcement of Pokemon Pokopia. The stock dipped slightly despite these announcements. Microsoft closed out at $392.74, a steady giant in the industry, of course. It remains one of the strongest performers in the group. Xbox chief Phil Spencer retired, which we talked about last week on the show, and he's going to be replaced by an AI executive, Asha Sharma, signaling Microsoft's continued pivot towards AI-integrated gaming, which was a concern for some investors. So the stock has continued to drop $4.49 compared to the previous week. Take-Two Interactive up $11.83, closing out at $211.55. GTA 6 is in focus here. Investors are weighing the upcoming November 19th, 2026 launch of Grand Theft Auto 6 alongside the company's recurring revenue trajectory. This stock is down considerably from its 52-week high of $264.79, sitting in the 209-212 range. EA closing out at $198, down $2.40, holding steady. It's relatively flat today. The company is leaned heavily into sports franchises, of course. EA stock soared over 40% year to date through 2025, though it's given some of that back. And Tencent closing out $2.56 lower at $65.44. It is sort of unchanged, I think, overall. It's a major stakeholder across the industry, Epic Games, Riot, etc., but relatively low volatility as the US listed ADR. And finally, Roblox Corp up $1.53 at $63.53. This is the best mover today overall, up nearly 4%. Is the standout performer of the group, and platforms continue to benefit from its user-generated content model and growing monetization. So that is GameStocks. Have we got any?
You've got mail.
Have we got any mail?
We do have mail, not through the Mailstack on the Discord, but you can leave us mail that way or just message us. And we got a message from Marcus. But I'll read it out to you. Hey, GameStack crew. First of all, love the show. You guys are the reason I have opinions about games I haven't even played yet. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Same, buddy. Same.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing that's been living rent-free in my head for about 2 weeks now. Is there such a thing as a game that's too long? Like, not in a bad way, but in a, I actually love this, but I'm kind of relieved it's over way. Because I just finished Elden Ring after 90 hours, and I feel like I should be celebrating, but mostly I just feel tired and a little empty and like finishing a really long book.
Mm-hmm.
My buddy says I'm broken and that more game equals more value, full stop, but I feel like some games would genuinely hit harder if they were like 20 hours shorter. Am I alone here? Is this a hot take, or is this just what happens when you get older and have less time? Would love to hear you guys fight about this. Okay. Well, I have to agree that sometimes a game just keeps going and I give up. It'd be nice if you built a game that has choices. You know, would you like to be done now? Would you like to go to this island and, extend your adventure? But it can go on.
Yeah, I mean, what if you entered into a RPG or story-based game where at the start, hardcore mode meant that you played for a long time. Easy mode meant that it was a short playthrough.
Yeah.
That's an interesting idea.
Yeah,
I never
because
thought of that.
good point, because they often have hard and easy mode, and it just means you get a sword or not,
Yeah. I mean, hard mode in Fallout means that you just have to talk to more people.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's an interesting take. Like, I've played games that have no story and are entirely repetitive, and those are the games that I actually have the most hours in. And that's by design, because I play them because they're methodical and they're relaxing, not necessarily because they have a story.
Yeah.
ETS, ATS, ARC, Sea of Thieves. Although Sea of Thieves does a really good job of building in lore and stories to it.
But not boring. Not boring.
Not boring. No, not at all. I have played shorter games or other games where I never really finished. For example, Outer Worlds 2. And I didn't finish, not because I didn't want to. I just got distracted and never went back to it. I mean, this is GameStack. It's what we do.
Yeah.
But Cairn is a good example of a game where I put like 20 to 25 hours in, and it was a short investment, but high return, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you did finish, and it was worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do often find myself with getting older and being more busy and having more adulting to do that I find that I just, even if I do have the time to sit down and sink time into a game, I don't necessarily want to do that
Mm.
because I've got to clean the garage out or I have to go get groceries or I've worked all day and I really just want to watch true crime documentaries on Netflix or read my book or something like that. Ah, that's a great take. What about you? Like, what do you think?
I think, well, like I said, so there are some games that, well, like things like I tend to get distracted before the game finishes. Like I haven't finished Outer Worlds 1 yet,
Yeah.
but I think I've got enough out of it. Like I've explored this and I've done this, and I could, do these other quests, but yeah, yeah, I'm 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 okay. You guys go ahead, whatever you have to do. So too many uh too many things, not enough time. That's what
Yeah.
happens when you're retired. You have no bloody time for anything.
Well, anyways, let's talk about what the community is playing. We're going to head on over to the GameStack channel in the Discord because Raven posted a new challenge for us last week. And that challenge was the new GameStack challenge. Post a photo of your gaming desk knickknacks or fuzzy monsters, things you always have close by to help you get through the games that you play. And I thought it was just so endearing because Schneewolf, who is one of our German listeners, I believe, wrote in and they were like, what are knickknacks? I've never heard of knickknacks
Where the
before.
Kinnickanax? What's a Kinnickanack? Yeah.
So somebody had to explain it. It was great. But we have this first screenshot from RTZ13 who says, I won't post a bed picture, but I don't have a streamer style space with LED lights. And then he posted a sweaty, smiley emoticon. But he posted this picture of him playing his Steam Deck on the train, presumably on his way to work or something like that. And I don't know what game he's playing, but it looks like a lot of fun. And looks like he has a lot of fuzzy monsters with him there on the train.
And I like the image composition because across from him, there's a whole row of people sitting down just from the basically knees down. So there's a whole row of shoes.
Yeah.
Just
Then this is from me. These are my desk companions and knickknacks. I don't know if you noticed this little guy, this green guy. This is Vendortron from Fallout New Vegas, my internet persona. Vendortron is the only robot who is entirely encased in a building that he can't leave, and he sells guns for the gun runners. And he's been in that shelter in that shed for like 200 years, selling guns, and nobody has ever let him out. I also have some various rocks from hiking, one from Denmark and a couple from here in Alberta, and also my little container from Oxford. And then I've got a couple of like busts. So I have a Buddha. I also have Post Tenebra Lux. This is the educational sort of statue from Fallout. And then I've got some hourglasses and a Galileo thermometer. Then we have this post from Fire and Gasoline. They said, well, I'm a couch console gamer, so that isn't really applicable for me. However, I have a work desk. Here are some of my companions and knickknacks. Low-key boring, but it's at work, so I have to keep it professional. And they have this picture of Dwight Schrute from The Office, and it's a Funko Pop. And then there's also a potato that says, "Potato today, hot potato tomorrow. You're going places." And it's one of those cute crocheted little vegetables
quite
that
nice.
holds a little encouraging sign. And then behind that is some sort of it's like a Chinese gold coin or something like that. I'm not sure. And then also a picture of Groot. And apparently Groot is also where they keep their paperclip collection. Excellent.
Very nice.
In his head, presumably. Shalene posted this. She said, I don't have a desk, but I feel like this is a good opportunity to show off my enamel pins collectibles from in-person Pokemon Go events. And she has quite the collection. She's got Pokemon Go Fest 2025, Pokemon Go Wild Arena 2025, Pokemon Tour 2026, and then also a Pokemon Go Iron-On patch, which all of these look absolutely fantastic. Thanks for sharing, Shalene. And a couple more. This one from Frankie, Frankels Konina. She says, Swedish horse.
Swedish horse.
Swedish horse. Try to say that 10 times.
Yeah.
Swedish horse. Foxy random crap pot. Pocket donkey. Potion. Swarovski crystal. And emotional support Xbox controller. I love that she put like adjectives along with some of these, but the Swarovski crystal is so cute because it's one of those dudes from Star Wars. I can't remember the Jabberwocky. No, that's Alice in Wonderland. What? I'm blanking now. Anyways, very cute, and she is. I think she or her partner or both of them are big collectors of Swarovski crystal figurines, if I recall.
Nice.
Then we have this one from Ravensview. Do you want to talk about this one?
Yes. This is not on my desk, but this is Teddy, who's been with me, forever. And quietly sits there. He needs some sewing up. I'm not sure where to take him. I think every spring, the local children's hospital will run a clinic where you bring in your, it's to get kids used to needles and stuff. You bring in your whatever, but adults are also allowed to bring in their stuffed toys, and the nurses will professionally sew it up.
That's cute. Do you have Build-A-Bear? Build-A-Bear in Ottawa?
Don't know.
I think we have a Build-A-Bear here, and I think that they do repairs.
I should check it out. But I forgot, I also have another one on my desk. Of course, I have this.
Raven, of course.
I have who sits behind me, my Raven. So
yeah,
he's usually off in the corner gathering dust.
That is a great GameStack challenge. We got a lot of entries. I have an idea for a new challenge. Collectibles. What are your video game collectibles? So Shalene posted enamel pins and collectibles from her in-person Pokemon Go events. Let's keep that fourth wall broken and shy away from screenshots for a while and post us pictures of your video game collectibles. So this is going to be a big challenge because you're going to have to go around your house and dig through all the things and get all the video game things and get all the collectibles.
Like the actual collectible,
yes.
The physical collectible, not the picture of the collectible.
Correct, yes. So that's the GameStack challenge. And I just realized that I didn't actually have the B-roll up when we rolled through that. But it's okay because the podcast, I mean, just listen to it. It'll be fine. We also have screenshots and stories, and you can see these ones. Sorry to our live listeners. This is a screenshot that I posted of Raven racing into the yard in American Truck Simulator the other night. I was sitting in the yard waiting for him to get here. He had to repair his truck because he drove over a few Toyota Corollas on the highway, maybe.
Yeah, like actually over it. And like, it's like a monster truck rally. It's like, sorry.
Yeah, so this is him doing about 80 kilometers an hour down a logging road to try to get into the yard on time to pick up the delivery.
Yeah. This is my old Mac R with the headache racks and the bumper in front sufficiently. Yes. You don't want to brake check this guy. It's like, oops, sorry.
Then we have this one. This is from Alex. She says, "My sim really is like me. 2 drinks at once." And she literally has a drink in each hand. And it's not just like, it's not even just 2 of the same drinks. It's
That's
a glass of wine and some sort of like cocktail. Looks like a Negroni.
yeah.
And I just got to point this out, Alex, if you're watching the show. I finished my martini and I have a glass of wine also by the desk here. So two drinks.
Mm.
Cheers. Excellent post. That would be a good GameStack challenge. Video game drinks. And then we make people alcoholics or something. This is a great shot. I was playing Zelda Tears of the Kingdom last night, and I had this cutscene of Zelda, Princess Zelda herself. And so I took some pictures, and I had my LED lights in the Tears of the Kingdom sort of aqua colors. It was a nice evening of just relaxing and playing Tears of the Kingdom. And then, but wait, there's more. I'm going to Montreal, right, in a couple weeks. And the people who are flying out to Montreal to meet me and stay in the Airbnb with me, they are my friends of mine that I play tabletop games with periodically. And I recently got them into Mahjong. And so I ordered a travel Mahjong set. And it just came in the mail like an hour before the show, so I had to take this picture and show you guys. Look how tiny these Mahjong tiles are. They're so cute. They're like literally like a half inch. They're adorable tile. They're adorable little tiles, and I'm very excited to take this with me and travel. But it also comes in this adorable panda bag. Look at this panda bag. It's so cute.
That's so cute.
Right? So I think I might use it as a lunch bag afterwards, but so I'm very excited to play Travel Mahjong. Anyways, that's screenshots and stories. If you'd like to post your screenshots and stories, you can do so by navigating to our Discord page and posting them in the screenshots and stories channel. We do look forward to your challenge photos, and we will be back to talk about those next week. But let's talk about what we've been playing. So what have you been up to this week, Raven?
Well, strangely enough, in games, I've been playing Railroader. Still,
Surprise.
Again, it has the benefit of it has this. You can set up these waypoints basically to say, okay, so go from here to there, and if it's a 10-minute job, you may have other trains that you can do this. You can sort of work in parallel and get a bunch of things going. But sometimes you just, I got to wait 10 minutes. And so you watch the news or you go off and do something else and you come back and, oh, you got there. Okay, good. Carry on. I opened up a new chunk of track and had a bit of a problem because it's only a 2% grade. But when you're pulling 800 tons up a 2% grade, it's a big thing, especially when your engine is basically rated for half that weight on that kind of grade. So it's a steam train, so it was going chug, 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 and the speed was dropping, dropping, dropping. It got down to 1 mile an hour, and then it was doing a chug every 4 seconds. It's like chug and chug. And that's the sort of thing, like it's like in the truck sim when you're spinning your tires. Am I moving? Yeah, I am moving slightly. Yeah, I can see I'm moving. But so I just waited, and then eventually you got to chug every 2 seconds, and then every 1 second, and then it was like, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can.
Oh my
and
gosh.
Obviously, I have to spend the money, either buy a bigger engine or split the load, and do 2 runs up the hill with this.
I don't know why, but that is the most entertaining story ever.
It was pretty silly. So that's my game.
Well, we also have done a couple runs in American Truck Simulator.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yes.
Yep. So on the weekend, did we do a run on the weekend? I can't remember. I think we did.
Yeah. But our runs are sort of peculiar because they're not always all driving.
No.
For some reason, whatever happens, we always seem to spend a big chunk of it getting things working again. partially because either we put a different mod in, or they've changed the game itself and it's updated. And
The processing mods is a pain, especially when none of the mods have changed and there's been no update to the game.
yes,
So I don't understand why that is a requirement every time.
yeah,
But it is a bit frustrating. I mean, it's the price we have to pay for being able to play with the mods that we want to use when we're in a
yes.
convoy, I guess. But
But
yeah,
it's
so
fun.
that's been fun. We've done a couple runs. We've also been talking about farm sim lately. So
Hmm.
our farm sim server is I think operational. I'm not sure. It is up and running.
Hmm.
Hopefully, I've been thinking about getting back to some farm sim, but
Yeah, my son bought or he had it a while ago. He got Farm Sim 22, and he was thinking getting back into it, but he hadn't played for a long time. So I jumped onto his after 20 minutes after we figured out how to make multiplayer work.
oh
I
lord,
jumped on I jumped onto his farm and helped him. The base game is a very simple, small one, and it's quite limiting. So I sold him on this bigger one that we're playing, and he went on it, and it is bigger, but it's too big. He doesn't want to spend an hour working a field with a combine. He wants to spend just a few minutes and go do something else. Okay, Matt. So he's
farm
gone
sim
back
is
to the
not for
original game.
him. Maybe he
No,
should just play Stardew Valley or something.
no, no, no. He liked it. He enjoyed it. He just enjoyed it on the simpler one, on the smaller one. And now that I gave him, there's a dev console, like an easy dev.
Yeah, yeah,
So now that he's got that, he can give himself $1 million. So okay, so buy the stuff you want. You know, get rid
yeah.
of this stupid little plow. Get a
It's
decent
hard
plow.
when you're starting from. That's the hardcore mode, basically, right?
No, but even the easy mode is doesn't if you got $1 million, you don't really care. You get stuff that makes your game easier. And I also gave him the mod that gives him a basically GPS guidance up and down a field.
Yep.
So
So he's
I may
cooking with
play.
gas. Nice.
Yeah, yeah. So
Well, I've been playing some ATS. I've also been playing some ETS. I'm happy to report that I just in time finished the Valentine's event. The last run in the evening of February 28th, and the event ended at midnight, February 28th. So I managed to sneak in the last 3 or 4 runs on the 28th. Thankfully, it was on the weekend. So
bleary-eyed.
yeah, I was definitely tired from driving too much. Um, it's hard to do 4 runs simultaneously, like
Yeah, yeah.
especially when each one of them is like 4 to 6 hours
Hmm.
in game time, which is
Yeah,
like, I mean, each one's probably about 30 minutes.
yeah,
So I was driving for maybe 2 or 3 hours.
yeah.
And when you're shifting and going through those roundabouts in Europe, like it's a lot. And I was on Cyprus, so I wasn't just going in a straight line on a big freeway. I was zipping in and out of these turns and around and across and through, and then I get to the one town, and then I pick up a job, and I got to go back and do it all over again to the next town, and then I pick up a job and I go back all the way through it, and
Mm-mm.
so I was just doing this route back and forth. It was really kind of annoying, but all that to get a heart pattern blanket in the sleeper part of my cab, which I probably will never use, but now I can say that I have it.
Yeah. And next week it'll be on the DLC for $1.29.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hey, but I got it for free.
Yes. Boom.
I also played some Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. It was really nice to hop it back into that. I really forgot how much I love the Zelda games on the Switch. It is so relaxing and so enjoyable. Little puzzles around every corner and little battles and things to keep you busy. Really enjoying that. Probably going to hop into that this weekend. I also played a little bit of Let's Play Curling. I started a season world championship and I made it to round 2 and then I lost to Germany. So those damn Germans.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I definitely want to go back and see if I can try to make it to the final. So I basically made it to like the semifinal.
I mean, Canada has to go to the finals.
I know, right? I was really embarrassed. Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's pretty much all I've played this week. All I've had time to play. I did buy Firewatch. It was on sale for like, I don't know, $6 or something. So I picked that up. Maybe I'll hop into that with a nice cup of tea this weekend.
Mhm.
Yeah. Anyways, that is a show.
Or you did mention somebody had posted to the GameStack marketplace.
Oh, RTZ. Normally we cover that in the news. Yeah. RTZ always likes to post things, but this week we've got a couple posts from Gauze, who says Women's Day sale for Steam on March 6th to March 15th.
Mm-hmm.
This is International Women's Rights Month, so discover the must-play games from women and gender marginalized-led teams in the annual Women's Day sale on Steam. This is 600 plus acclaimed titles with up to 90% discount and demos from upcoming games. So you may want to check that out. Some of these titles include Signalis, which is great. Dredge, also very good. Overcooked 2, Tiny Glade, Pathologic 3, and then this other game that they said seriously considering this called On Together Virtual Co-working. And this game is just so cute, you guys. It's can you explain to me what this game is, Raven?
Well, it does say that there's fishing involved, and I'm not sure co how this is getting you to do to do your work if you also got fishing down the bottom of the screen, but you set up an area that you can share with other people while you're working, and um, not sure how it works, but it's a virtual co-working.
I'm
So you hang out,
yeah.
you hang out at the bottom of the screen. I guess your little box hangs out at the bottom of the screen, showing that it's you, and you're doing your stuff. And if you want to be distracted or say something, then you just pop in your friend. It's also got productivity tools, and there's little hangout spots, and the breakout games include fishing. So
I mean, I'm all for video game fishing. Pretty much about
yeah.
on
So
par with Shalene's love of
yeah,
hats in video games.
yeah.
So.
So I'm not sure how this is productivity but the previous one you were talking about, I wanted to jump in before you left. The Women's Day games, I actually downloaded a free game that I didn't realize was listed there too, but I tried out called Take a Hint.
Mm.
It's a comic style visual novel. You are controlling the character Delphina, and you must convince your best friend Eileen that her boyfriend is not good for her. Basically, you have to get her to take a hint, like from showing her photos or emails or stuff like this. And so it said there's a warning. It says if you have been in a toxic relationship, then don't play this game. But no, because it'd be a triggering type game.
Right, of course.
You have to just have to and it just clicks up these I pull up a chair, sit before my friend, and that's the theme. Just take a hint at the stage where you want to reach across and give your friend a whack. Jesus, would you take a hint? Oh yeah, I guess you're right.
Mm-hmm.
So quite cute. That was, and I think that was on the Women's Day list too. But
Right.
cool.
So thanks for sharing those. If you see video games on sale, post them in the GameStack Marketplace channel. We always like to talk about them on the show.
If your morning coffee needs more soul, more character than your usual brew, then Oak and Crow coffee is for you. This is specialty coffee with an attitude, roasted with punk and metal energy straight out of New York's indie scene. Oak and Crow is coffee for people who actually care what's in their cup. Check them out and brew with Oak and Crow coffee at oakandcrow.com to level up your morning ritual.
You can also check out Raven's readings on his Substack. And what is your web URL?
Ravensview.ca will take you to my various things.
So check that out. Email us at info@WeJustLoveGames. We're on X at We Just Love Games, Facebook.com/We Just Love Games and group/We Just Love Games. We're on Discord, of course. You can find us on WeJustLoveGames.com. The Discord link is there. Also a link to our email. We record the show live every Friday, 6:30 p.m. Mountain Standard, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, right here on twitch.tv/We Just Love Games. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, or wherever else you listen to your podcasts. Or you can find all our shows at gamestack.transistor.fm. The music for the show is produced by Rick McVick. The show visual assets created by myself and Mrs. McVick as well. The show is co-written by myself and Ravensview, supplemented by Joseph Tao, one of our community listeners. Thank you all for listening and watching the show this evening. And Raven, what is your last word?
My last word is rain. Our forecast for the weekend is rain, but that's a good thing because you don't have to shovel rain.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.